It's time for What's Up and About. Thank you so much for staying with us, Mary. Good morning.
Good morning.
Should I tickle you?
I feel like I'm in the middle of pink and purple.
Yeah. In fact, I said you had to sit down here so that we can break the color.
We can balance. I imagine what Roma's house looks like.
Oh, no.
Already.
It has to be organized, please.
It has to be organized, right? One color. Color-colored bathroom.
You got it. You got it.
Awesome. All right. So today, I mean, social media is obviously our G when it comes to things like this, right? And right about now, there's a story I saw. I think Mary will relate more to this. So a lady was actually talking about how she's on her third TV right now, right? That her kid broke the first one and then broke the second one. When you broke the first one, the husband replaced it. Broke the second one, the husband replaced it. The third one, the husband said no. The husband said, you know what, we are going to split it. You pay 50, I pay 50. Say now. She's the one guarding the TV with her life.
So before she had to split it, she didn't know that she would guard the TV.
So I guess she didn't feel. So you know that her money is now in. She has not invested in it, and she feels the need to put more effort into it.
That's actually quite poor.
But I feel like that's how life works. To be honest, most people they don't protect anything that the investment is not in.
It's not in.
So if I see that I've invested in this, you know that your money is there, and you don't want your money to burn to the ground. So you'll be like, nah, I have to guard this judiciously. Right? But I feel like, come on, your husband's money is also your money, and you don't want to waste it either.
So as much as I get that, so she actually even went further to actually talk about how she's an aesthetics person, and then normally she would say, no, the TV has to be at this corner of the house. Now, she told the person to put the TV up. To carry the TV up because she doesn't want the kids to reach it and things like that.
I honestly would expect that from the very first TV, she starts guarding it.
Yeah.
I'm not the type to say, oh, my money is not in this, and so I'm not going to take extra care. The fact that it's put in my care, or the fact that I actually even know that it's something of worth, I'll do everything to protect it.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep saying that it's quite poor of her. That's my opinion.
So I don't think it's a situation where she totally neglected.
Yes, because there's only so much you can do.
The moment
as
one thing has happened,
Yeah.
if you truly care about your spouse and you truly care about the value of things, not even about the financial impact on your family.
Yeah.
If you care about the value of things, the next TV you people are buying, you are the one that will be telling him, oh God, don't you think we should put this thing up? It shouldn't be when your money is involved. Because see, when you have children, you have to do a lot of child lock, child proof,
protection,
child this, child that. Because children, they will amaze you by the day. The one that you can imagine a 20-month-old child that can open the door. Like it's stretch.
Literally, I know.
Like, knows that you climb.
They even climb.
Stands on tippy toes to open the door. What will you do in that kind of situation? Will you kill the child? No, now. But it's your responsibility as an adult to put measures in place to protect. Does not mean that some of those measures, they don't fail.
Exactly, because I'm going to play devil's advocate for the woman.
She doesn't have to wait till that money was involved.
No, Mary. I'm going to play devil's advocate for the woman. Probably she did all of these things. Children, are you joking? They would do anything and everything, and it's always a mishap because they could have just been sitting down playing. Next thing, someone will come with a very creative idea that, you know what, let's throw this thing, let's play this thing, and then
creative.
But that's what children do. Yeah, that's what children do. So maybe she has actually tried to guard the TV from the very first one, but then children will be kids, and that's what I think. Was it Bovi, or there was someone who had even put it online?
Bovi.
Yes,
and
about
his dragged.
But that's what happened because they're kids.
Happens.
Except you say you don't want any TV in your house, or you don't want any. Yes, at some point, because there are people that will tell you, I don't want no glass table in my house, because you do not trust your kids. You say, oh, I don't want certain things because if it's something that they can reach, they might just destroy it. My younger brother, he was very creative. He wants to think of how he would open, unscrew. Very creative.
Yeah.
He wants to unscrew everything.
Yeah.
He wants. Naked wire is what he wants to touch.
Yeah. I remember my parents thought that I was going to be an engineer because
that's what we
the DVD player and anything in our house. Now me they fix them. I will just open. So it started from me just messing around with the buttons, just really curious. Why is this thing like this? Why is this thing looking like a city inside there? What goes there? But with time, little tweaks and stuff, I was the one doing it.
So but then again, a lot of so you know, some parents are super protective and you're like, you know what, keep everything away from them, right? But some parents would actually say, you know what, allow them, because something like that now, so people will say, okay, maybe that is leading to what you're actually meant to do. Yes. Do you understand? Because I remember I'm hearing about a story of a girl, the same thing. So she literally turns everything upside down. She can literally like step into a room and then disconnect the light wire and connect it to the fan. So you won't find the lights on. That kind of thing. Do you understand? And of course, it was very chaotic. But then again, someone literally came in and said, okay, but instead of you seeing it as a bad thing, see the gifts that is in this. Do you understand? So now, do you believe in like allowing your kids explore, even at the expense of like certain
not to breaking
things?
TV, please.
No, breaking the TV is outright destruction.
Yes.
Exactly.
But like explore to the point of, okay, you know what, let's let them just be able to lose some wires. Or for instance, now my nephew, if you enter my brother's house, the wall is a canvas.
Yeah.
It's painted.
It's painted, everything.
Wow.
And then my brother doesn't necessarily, I mean, of course, you scold him because the wall is white and then it's all over. But my brother is also a painter. Do you understand? So he's not surprised or shocked.
So in
by
that
it.
case, you can give them. You see this wall. You can do anything you want here. This other one, maybe the living room or the common area when your guests come in, leave it there.
I don't understand.
So give them options. No. That's the thing. Kids need options. They need to know that, you know,
explore,
I can make a decision. Because it's the time you're telling them, no. They're like, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
That's how they feel.
Children are like adults. When a space is full, what do? You look for another space that you can recreate, right? So this space you gave them is full.
It's full.
No, we will paint it and you will start again. We'll paint it white and you start again. No, it's simple. We'll take a picture
The smell of paint
for
every time you're out
posterity's
is
sake.
not safe.
No, it's fine. We'll air the windows.
So there's this particular stuff that you can actually paste on the wall that you can draw
and then
remove.
peel off.
But see, these children will peel it that is not
They don't
doing
want
what
that
they want.
one. I'm telling you,
So
it's
that's
the
the
main
thing.
wall
See,
they want.
the thing with parenting is there is no one size fits all.
True.
One, two. It's easy to say things like your children are destructive because they broke a TV. But sometimes it's you who needs to really put measures in place. Now, when you put the measures in place and they go out and beyond, I don't want to use above because they actually do go above, but out and beyond, then you know, okay, I tried my best. But my own issue with her is saying that now that our money is invested in it, she has been extra careful.
No, I think so. So for me, right?
That's my issue
think,
with it.
No. I feel like she always was careful because no matter what, as an adult, you don't want to just destroy things or see your kids destroy things, right? But I feel what she meant was, okay, fine. Like normally, you know how your husband would just sort out certain things, right? He was wait, just wait, Mary now. And then this time, I think it's also the shock of this man. He did not send me this time. Or, like Jonathan, it's like you would drop this money today and we will split it 50-50. Do you get? So it's just that thinking of, okay, I will have to bring this money out again.
Now.
Do you understand?
More serious
if
now.
anything happens. So it's just like more serious. So I think this also put my mind to to even society that we're living. Do you understand? For instance, now we talk about government property. Do you understand? And then how human beings, how we use and misuse, even like working in your office. Do you understand? How you know that, okay, you know what? You're not the one directly responsible for this thing. So your duty of care is not as high, which is not the situation, because the truth is you actually treat everything like it's your own as long as you're the one using it. We talk about a lot of times you go out, you literally see bridges where they literally remove some of the bars and things like that.
They even
and they
steal, even wires.
Exactly.
The cables, the street lights.
Street lights,
exactly.
Even like I mean, a lot of times we talk about critical labs. A lot of times transformers,
vandalization.
Do you understand? All those things are being removed. So I think it's still the same idea of, okay, you know, human beings generally, right? When it's not our directing, I mean, it's of course. Transformer is all of us are enjoying it, but you don't see yourself directly impacting from the loss or the gains of it, and then of course you feel the need to.
You know these things,
you don't take care of it, extra care
from childhood till now. But I have a serious issue with it because the way I was raised, you have to be responsible for anything around you.
Of course, of course.
In fact, to the point that, okay, like whenever I'm given a responsibility, for example, even if I know that responsibility, the value I'm bringing is, say, 100 naira. Even if it's 5 naira I'm being paid, I take it as if it is my own. It's actually something ingrained in me that I know that I grew up with.
And that's how it should be.
And that is how it should be.
I
honestly cannot make excuses for people who think, oh, Shebi is government, they go replace them. Because this thing has a ripple effect. It's a chain. It starts from here. Yes, this has been destroyed. Okay, government fixes this. Later, you say in the budget, government is putting repairs for 10 billion naira. These are the little things that add up. 10 billion naira that can go into education. Then you will say government is not doing anything for me. But government is using money they should use for the country to improve personal lives instead of rather to improve the
infrastructure,
certain amenities instead of them to actually improve people personally, because you are not giving them the chance to.
Yes. And I think
it's unfortunate.
I think there's several levels to this thing. So something as simple as literally having trash in your hand and just discarding it on the road. Do you understand? So I think that duty of care, knowing that you're a grown human being, and then you should literally you should just be careful with anything you're doing. You should conduct yourself in a manner that is responsible. Do you understand? Or like peeing on the road and
I want to believe
public
that things have, yes, I want to believe that things have
Yeah.
improved, because you do not really see as much people putting trash on the road anymore. I think somewhere in K2 they even put "do not defecate here" or something like that. So I think things are improving, but of course with duty of care, we just need to do a lot more when it comes to taking care of properties, even if it's not yours, but if it's your neighbors, if it's someone else's, why not take care of it?
Even if you don't have a responsibility to it.
I don't know, please. How exactly were they breaking this TV? So that some of us can take extra care. Maybe there's a part we have missed.
And that's another thing. Maybe the guys, they watch a lot of action movies.
Yes, and they want to test it out.
Was it stone? Inside the house? No, nah.
Maybe it's remote.
Maybe it's remote. They fling at it.
Okay, we have to go now. We'll go on a quick break, but when we return, there's still so much more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.